Welcome, humans on all the spectrums. I am Ryan, and this is Wheel of News Time. Let's get to it as we have a WOT of Wheel of Time news and not a WOT of time. Today's headlines include the hiring of an executive producer and director for Season 2, as well as the name of the first episode of Season 2. We'll have an update from field reporter Kay SedaiSedai regarding Matt Hatch's boot troubles, and we will end the broadcast with a major announcement from Amazon that has caused ripples throughout the fan base. As always, WOT News has all the deets, so do stay with me. Deadline.com continues to provide the internet with breaking news this past week. Starting with the announcement of Sanaa Hamri as executive producer and director for half of Season 2. Hamri has directed such films as the sequel to The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants and the romantic comedy Just That starring Queen Latifah. For television, Sanaa Hamri is credited as the executive producer and director of such shows as Glee, Beverly Hills 90210, Desperate Housewives, and most recently the hit show Empire. The Wheel of Time fandom has received this news with trepidation, as it does not seem that any of Hamri's previous work has involved fantasy, the use of CGI, outdoor filming, horses, or anything related to the Wheel of Time. We here at Wheel of News Time News are fluffy and balanced, and we've compiled clips from previous works for the fandom to judge for themselves. First up is a clip from the Glee episode New New York that she directed.
Best thing for our relationship.
We just wanted to be us, together.
And we are together. We are so together.
Okay. Here is a clip of the Desperate Housewives episode she directed titled No Fits, No Fights, No Feuds.
His name is Orson Hodge, and he had an affair with the woman that you think Mike Delfino killed.
It appears that we were unable to clear copyright in time, so we supplemented a dramatic recreation by YouTuber Review S 2001. No, so maybe we are being unfair. Those are older shows, and however much they lack good acting and realistic dialogue, it is only fair that we show you a more recent segment from a show she's worked on. So let's look at the last episode of Empire that she is the executive producer for.
Worldwide brand should not be granting promotions from a bedroom, do you?
Kelly looks like the type that likes it on all fours, right there.
So now, some in the Wheel of Time fandom are upset by this hire and have pointed out that as executive producer, Sanaa Hamri has ostensibly hired herself to direct half of Season 2. Others say that her bona fides in the industry give gravitas and credence to the project. Where do you fall on this tiny spectrum? Excited, worried, hopeful? Let us know in chat. While researching for this broadcast, our crack team of journalists discovered that the title for episode 1 of Season 2 is A Taste of Solitude. We can all now speculate on what that entails. Let's now break for an update from our roving reporter, Kay SedaiSedai. Kay, what can you tell us about the Matt Hatch FBI raid?
Yes, Ryan, this is Kay SedaiSedai from Wheel of News Time News, and things are heating up in the Matt Hatch situation, where we have just learned that he is taking a plea bargain requiring him to live stream no less than 100 hours per week. That's right. But part of this plea bargain is he does not have to admit to his boot fetish. Back to you, Ryan. This is Kay SedaiSedai from WOT News.
Oh boy, reports are already in, and the community is elated that Matt has avoided jail time and will now be live streaming on the Dusty Wheel more than ever. Before we dive into Amazon's casting announcement, we here at Wheel of News Time News sincerely hopes that you give this channel a subscription, like the video, and comment as frequently as you desire. In fact, separate your comments into many little comments so the algorithm catches on and promotes this video to the masses. Okay, guys, Barney Harris got fired. Yes, in perfect Matt fashion, somehow Barney Harris got himself fired and replaced by a beautiful specimen of a man, Donal Finn, who had a brief role in The Witcher. Fans are apoplectic about this news and have speculated about what is happening and whether or not this bodes well for the success of the series. Cooler voices in social media are asking for calm and are requesting that the fandom withhold judgment about Barney Harris while simultaneously welcome Donal Finn to the community and wishing him the best. For context though, here is a quote from Rafe Judkins that was published just last week by denofgeek.com talking about Barney Harris. Quote, "As for the other two," Judkins says, "Matt and Perrin are so much more than sidekick characters. Sometimes people felt like they didn't really fall in love with those characters until some of the later books when they really got to know them and got to see their POV on the world. Hopefully, in the show, right from the beginning, Marcus and Barney Harris, gave such strong performances, they are a part of the ensemble right up front. Some have speculated that Barney Harris's removal from the show was not performance-based, and this quote appears to support that. Questions remain. When did this happen? What is behind this decision? Why would Amazon announce this before the show debuts? And was Rafe Judkins promoting Barney Harris's work while knowing all the while that he was being replaced? Wheel of News Time News will continue to dig for answers to these questions and more. What do you think as a fandom? Does the addition of executive producer and director Sanaa Hamri give you pause or excite you? How about the recasting of Matt? Does this bode well for the future success of the show, or does this point to more serious concern? Let us know. And please consider supporting our Patreon page. The crew here at The Way of the Leaf work hard, and your support truly keeps us going. Remember folks, only 180 days left until World Puppetry Day. Until next time, this is Wheel of News Time News. Sleep well and wake.